Salakia, man. I thought I clicked on it. Damn, shit. Salakia, I thought I clicked on it, but the scripture I like to bring out the Matthew 24 where the Lord is speaking about them, speak to his disciples about the times, the signs of his coming, when he will return. Matthew 24, you can start at verse 7 and read on down, but really start at 1. And read on down. But yeah, I'm going to read this. He answered me, saying that just not when he answered me and then said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, right? Those signs, you can read Matthew 24 if you want to know those signs. And it says, then shalt thou understand it. It is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Now we know when Yahweh, since his son Yahweh shot at visits earth, he's visiting earth to do two things: to destroy and to deliver. Because he is the deliverer, and he's coming to bring damnation to these Gentiles, man, to these heathens. It's like he's coming to bring damnation to these heathens, and anyone, and then them Jakes that are acting like heathen, he's coming to bring damnation to you. And he's going to do that by way of 200 thermonuclear missiles, man. Scriptures say in 2nd Esdras, I think it's in Esdras, like if I'm not wrong. I know it's in Apocrypha, but it said that the Lord, fire came out his mouth. Now, he ain't literally opened his mouth and fire shut out his mouth. Now, on the Lord's command, actually, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it, actually, while I'm trying to, let me see if I can get the scripture. If it pop up, I put that. Okay, let me see. Let me try this. Let me go back. All right, this is it right here. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 13 verse 10. This is, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth. Okay, let me go back. It's like, let me go back another verse. I think verse 9 will be. Alright, yeah. Now it's 2nd Esdras 13 and 9. It says, and lo, as he saw, who is this he, Yahweh Shah, as he saw the violence of the multitude, they came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. So, Yahweh Shah didn't have no actual weapon in his hand. It said, but only I saw, right? He said, but only I saw. I know I'm trying to get around this. But yeah, he said, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. Now, the Lord ain't literally opened his mouth and now he could do that, he has to. We're not saying the Lord doesn't have the power to do that. The Lord has the power to do that, but that's not what it's talking. It's not talking about him opening his mouth and he literally screaming and fire shooting out his mouth, man. It's talking about on his command, right? On his command, them chariots shot out them fire laser beams, right? That's what it's talking about. Them shooting out them fire laser beams, which are also going to be intertwined with those 200 thermonuclear missiles. And it says 2nd Esdras 13:11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of the fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon that multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden Upon a sudden and a numeral multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust. So it was a great multitude came to subdue Yahweh Shah, right? that Lord, that's pretty much the finishing touches of Jacob's trouble. The Lord beaming up his elect, because before he does this, he's not going to have his elect down there when he does this. He's not going to have his elect down there when he's open his mouth and on his command he's sending 200 thermonuclear missiles, man. As scripture says, come up hither, right? That you be not partakers of her plagues and her sins. Yeah, he's not going to destroy his elect, you know. And it says, an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. And that's Ezra saying he was afraid. Dang, it's cold. But pretty much, you know, that's the judgment that Yahweh Basham Shai is going to bring upon this place, man. The curse upon this earth, he's going to bring upon this place. You know, being Babylon the Great, which is where I'm at. I'm in Babylon the Great, the United States. You know what I'm saying? Babylon the Great, the Lord is going to destroy this place, and we know this by prophecy. And that day is coming. As we read in Malachi 4:1, when the day should come, well, it should be like an oven. And the wicked and all the transgressors of Yahweh Basham Shai that took pleasure in it. Really, just the wicked just proves them all right there, just calling them all, because they're all the wicked. They're the wicked. That's what they all are, the wicked. It's like, yeah, they're all the wicked. But, you know, wicked and stuff, it says how they're going to be burned up. And after them being burned up, you know, it's like, I'm just looking at the cards, man, kind of pausing. But yeah, man, let's just go back to the scripture. Just read it one more time. Malachi 4:1. It says, yeah, the proud. That's what I was trying to see, the other word. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, right? All the proud, yea, even, and all that, it said, all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and it's like it shall be stubble, and the day cometh shall burn them. What did we just read? That it was nothing but stubble left over, man. Stubble. We read it was stubble left over in 2nd Ezra 13. Stubble, smell of smoke and stubble, man. But Lord will this edify through the prosperity Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and feeds you lamb and sheep of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. And to you, I'm gonna say shalom.